this is Chris. Thank you for joining me. Today's is about Christmas decoration and you're gonna have a lot of fun doing this. You can also do this with your kids because it's really easy and it's not dangerous at all. No hot glue involved, no scissors, nothing dangerous. So look at this one. Look how beautiful this is. It's translucent, you can see through. It's very easy to do with very cheap materials. I'm sure you'll have this home right now. So let's go straight to it. And look at that. I need to come a little closer to really show you the details here. Look at this. And it has a lot of spark to it if I put my hand beside on the back. Look at that. It's shiny, it's gold. I love it. So what you will need for this, very easy. You will just need one of these little balls that you find specifically more for Christmas, at least here where I live. You can find them in any shapes. I just chose regular round ones, and the ones that open is going to be easier, specifically if you need to change a few things that we'll see a little later. So you'll need this, and the other thing that you will need are some alcohol markers. Really, alcohol-based markers is important because if you use regular markers, it's not going to stick onto the plastic. You need something that is permanent. So alcohol markers, but if you wanted to, you could also use nail polish if you wanted to, or vitri paint, something that is translucent, because if you use acrylic paint, it's going to be opaque and you won't have the same effect. But if it's the only thing you have, of course, you can go for acrylic paint too. So first, before doing anything, I would recommend using a little bit of alcohol, rubbing alcohol on a little tissue to wipe out everything to make sure it's clean. I need to do it again because I can't remember the one I did. Oh yes, I did this one. Okay. This one is done and I need to finish it anyway. So clean it really well on the outside so it's not greasy and your oils anywhere, and also put a little bit of your hands too. Then you're going to use your marker, and I'm going to use another color. So I'm going to use this one. I'm using the thick side here, and I'm going to come a little closer. And the other thing you will need, I forgot to tell you about, is some glossy varnish. We'll see this at the end why. So I'm using another color, and what you're going to do is just use your markers and make big dots. I'm doing very easy shapes. If you want to make squares, if you want to make triangles or anything else, of course you can. This is just random shapes, and I try to make them even. I think it's nicer. And you see, when you color it, you have some imperfections, okay? It's not going to be perfect. So what I decided to do, since it's not perfect, I still want to have a little bit of control. So I'm coming on top of this, sorry for the glare, and I am going, I maybe try to, if I do this, is it going to be better? No, it's not changing anything. So I'm just coming on here and doing some more dots. I'm going to make it like it was marbled. I really like this effect. And anyway, depending on the colors, it's going to have this natural effect anyway. But I think it's really nice. Every time it's going to be a little different, and it's beautiful. So you're going to do this, and you can do both sides at the same time. While I have this color, I'm going to do the other side of my ball here. And you see, as soon as I'm going to lift my marker, and you can already see it, it's not perfect. It's because maybe of the brand, maybe of the quality of my marker. And you can leave it as is if you like so. You like it this way, you can scribble, you can do whatever you wish. But I do think it's pretty anyway. I like the dots. I like this way of I like this shape. So you're going to do this all over your bubble. Do the other one, the other half as well. I'm going to finish this one, and I'll come back to show you how I finished my ball, and there's maybe one or two more steps later on. Okay, I'm finished with this half, and now that everything is dry, it dries very quickly because it's alcohol based, so it evaporates very quickly. What I'm going to use is some tulip glitter. So this is acrylic paint with some glitter inside. So when it first get out of the bottle, it's quite opaque or blurry, but that's normal. It's gonna dry clear. This is exactly the brand that I've used here, so it's really, really nice. But if you have another brand you're happy with, just use it. And very easily, and I usually have some kind of needle because it tends to clog very quickly, even when I'm using it. So what I'm gonna do is just start here, putting a little dab, and try not to really touch the plastic. I find that when you don't touch the plastic, you stay a little bit above it on top, it's nicer. The result is much better. My opening is quite big, so if you have a smaller one, this might be even nicer. But there you go. And I just do the contour of all my colors here. So if something is not perfect, don't worry. It's the overall view that is really nice. See how opaque it looks, but it's gonna be nice. And that's as easy as that, nothing fancy. And you're just going to continue like this and then leave it completely to dry. And when it's over, what I would consider doing is putting a varnish on top, because there's no protection here. This is what you're gonna have, okay? This is my finished product, but it's it's very fragile, so you can scratch it. Even this can even go away, especially when Christmas is over and you're gonna put this into your box. Using a little bit of varnish, glossy varnish, because it's already glossy, is gonna really protect it. So go for 1 or 2 coats of varnish on top. And something important, use a water-based varnish, because this is alcohol base, or if you're using Vitri color, it's going to be solvent base. So if you use a solvent varnish on top, it's going to take everything off. So that's important. If you're using alcohol or a solvent base, use something different, like water-based, water-based varnish on top. Okay. Now let me show you something. So we can see that on white, this looks very nice. Okay, it's glossy. You can see through. It's really pretty. But when you're gonna put this into your tree, maybe your tree is even greener than this, you're gonna start not seeing so much the color. You can still see it. So you might need to work a little bit with your garlands, the lights that you have in your Christmas tree, to really put one behind in order to really see through and keep it as is and see all the colors. Otherwise, I have another option. But you're not going to be able to see through that much, but it's another option that I have found, and I'm going to use this fake snow. So either you can just put your fake snow into this piece here. There are different ways you could do that. Put some fake snow, close it so it's going to stay really lightweight, depending on the kind of Christmas tree you have. And now, even if you put it on a back that is quite dark, you're still gonna see all the colors, but you won't see through any longer. So the other solution also, since we've painted here on top of our bubble, is to paint the inside here with white acrylic paint. Okay, so if you don't want to change the color, use white. If you're using another color, especially black, all the colors here are going to disappear completely. So it's just another way of doing it. I'm just giving you some examples or another way of doing it. I think I like the way it is translucent. I'm just going to play with my lights in the background and just keep it as is, because that's the way I like it. You could also hang them on a door, maybe on a window, so you will really appreciate all the colors that you have here. And do it only maybe in red and green would be pretty nice too. Just use 2 colors instead of multicolor. That would be great. So I just wanted to share this with you because it is so easy. I'm not going to do the whole ball with you. I think you understood. Sometimes making quick videos is also good. So don't worry if it's opaque like this, it's gonna become like this afterwards. All the white is gonna disappear. You could do it in white also. Hey, why just doing gold? You could do it in silver as well, or maybe black. Why not? there you go. Please, if you like this video, give me some thumbs up. Don't forget also to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell button, of course. And also share on social medias. Don't forget to do that. It helps my channel. And please, don't hesitate. Comment. Just come and say hello. Leave some questions. I love to read you and I always come back to you. Thank you so much. Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.